Retire. Like, really?
You know what? That just gave me a business idea.
No.
Club for old people.
Shut up.
What would you call
Only
it?
strippers over 45, baby.
I'd call it. Hey, no, I already got the name for the place. Golden Years.
Oh, shut.
Bam.
Boom.
Golden girls.
Well, they could. I think you called them that.
Golden Girls. The Golden Girls.
The golden. This is a place called the Golden Years.
Everybody in the chat right now, would you be making money off of Jesus if you had the chance?
That's so messed up.
In what way would you do it? Would it be,
Shout out to my
would it be
uncle.
an app? Would it be an app? Would you sell merch? I don't know. What would you do?
Merch is crazy.
Because that's still a thing. People still do that.
Yeah, they do.
You know, jokingly, I said merch is crazy, but you ever see all those like glorified Facebook posts or anywhere online of like Jesus? But it's like buff or like, you know, like he's like breaking the crowd. I'm like, that's disrespectful as hell, bro. Like, I'm not even a believer like that, but I feel like that's wrong. Or like him, like or him, like my favorite one, him hugging Trump.
Oh,
bro, see now you're going too far.
Dog, what?
Hey,
That's not nowhere near in the Bible, man.
I mean, to be fair, we're close to Monroe County. We can always just go there and probably find it. To be honest with you,
that is true. Shout out to Monroe. Your eatery is the bomb. Kind of want to go there again for the third weekend.
Jesus. Oh, well, that.
Yeah, man, I'm still full. I feel like they're giving me headaches because I've been trying their shakes. Oh, man, the guilty pleasures of life.
Wait, what are we talking about? Where?
Oh, no. Eureka Eatery. Don't worry.
Okay, I got you.
Chicken plate.
It's a chicken place you shouldn't be eating.
What do you mean shouldn't?
Wait, now I'm worried about you.
It's very addictive. It's like the best chicken in Michigan. I'm going to clip this and send it to them.
Yeah, I'm going to have to see.
Yeah, no, look it up on Instagram.
New customer coming your way.
Right.
Oh, man. Oh, they just opened a location in
Garden City,
and they're going to open one in Dearborn. So it's about to be very close to my house.
All bad news.
Rest in peace.
your wallet.
But anyways, in a more professional manner, I'm going to say it once. Honey, thank you for being here. I appreciate you coming by. If you want to introduce yourself, give a little bit to the who's watching or listening on just a little summary of what you're doing. We can, dive in a little bit more deeper later.
Cool. So I'm Honey Ray. I model. I have a small business where I sell infused honey and other infused treats. I did a few little documentaries on bee farms, and that's kind of where my name came from. And I'm from Southwest Detroit.
Bam. Look at that. Yeah. There you go.
I like those air ones.
I know you do. You love them.
It's the best one.
Oh man, come on, dude.
You want the full 4 seconds? I can do the whole thing. Everyone.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Before we started, to kind of, again, you don't have to give out specific details about like your life or like locations, but we were mentioning a little bit of like the culture behind like restaurants and Hooters and Twin Peaks. Mm-hmm. What's one of the weirdest things you've ever seen or experienced at those restaurants?
I'm sure there could be plenty.
Again, you don't have to drop locations or names.
You're good. Yeah. Okay, so let me think. Jeez, there's been so many weird moments. So like I said, so Twin Peaks has lingerie dress-ups. And we've had customers come in and, just be passive-aggressive just because they're drinking. And, then the girls are half naked, realistically. I've had customers sit blatantly in front of my face and just record me. Just straight in my face, like, because I'm in my bra and underwear or yeah. So or if I'm at my bar and I can see girls and the guy next to him is like has the camera like under their ass cheeks, and I'm the one that likes to be the bad guy, and I'm like, oh hell no, and I'm like, you can't do that, and then there was a time when I got so petty with it because he kept denying that he was doing it, but kept religiously doing it. Right. And so I took my phone and I'm at the bar and I'm like zooming in on him, and he sees me. I'm like, yo, you don't like it, do you, motherfucker? Like, it's not cool.
Hit him with the Uno reverse.
Okay.
Funny you say that. I've never found the appeal to this day of people have their own, I guess, fucked up habits and vices, I guess. Mm-hmm. Of recording like what you call like an upskirt photo. It's like for what fucking purpose?
Mine is
for what? Like what's the purpose behind it?
It's just
of like
how off could you get just from that, from some cheeks?
oh look,
like,
it's a blurry shake photo because you had to sneak a picture of like
Yeah.
you can't even see it.
super sonic.
yeah, it's like
And
the
the level
thrill of
of-
it. I don't know.
That's probably more on the line of it, like the thrill of it.
Yeah.
Because you can get caught.
Yeah.
So
And some people are like that. No, I've had people like in that aspect of like this, the scared part of it's the rush, like,
Right.
ooh, being sneaky or doing something in public, like, you know, something like that. Like, it's like the rush to get up. We could get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, F that. I'm Gucci. I'm good.
She's watching all of you.
yeah,
Be careful.
If you were going anywhere, wait, do you still work there?
Yeah.
Okay. If you happen to run into her in public, you better watch yourself
Watch yourself.
before she check yourself. One of the other things we were talking about before we started was, which I thought was pretty funny, was back in the good old days when the iPhone first came out. Remember all those like ancient apps, how Instagram looked when it first came out, and like YouTube and all those,
Right.
The original iPhone. Like Instagram only being pictures back in the day is crazy, bro. Now it's like
Oh, I
videos. Now
know,
it's a shop. Now it's like fucking what is all this
Everything.
shit? But I remember one of the first things I downloaded, and I don't know why, I was in high school, was the Bible app. Now, I don't know who's in charge of this Bible app, or because I'm pretty sure what I'm referring to, everybody knows what I'm talking about. The Bible with the little red ribbon at the top that says Bible on it.
That also updated.
Right. Oh, did it?
Yes.
So I remember there used to be two versions, ads and no ads. Who the fuck is making revenue on ads on the Bible app? Like, bro, who's making bank off of Jesus? Who's out here milking Jesus' paws, bro?
Because even on a Bible app, even without the ads, so there's like, if you want to have like all the privileges it gives you and like all the, you know what I'm saying, there is still an option of like, you know what I'm saying, there's still things that you have to pay for to get like the premium of subscription for this app to be able to access everything. Like that's very much a thing too. I was peeping it too, and I'm like, we're gonna
Right.
like, who owns this app?
Yeah,
And where's the money going?
And like, let's say we show it on stream, can we get sued for copyright infringement?
Just showing the
I'm
Bible
pretty
app.
sure the Bible is like public domain, right?
Do you want me to pull it? Do you want? Is that a question you want? Like, me
Google it.
Pull it up, Jimmy.
Is the Bible part of the public domain?
Public domain, yeah.
Public domain. Let's see. Searching, generating.
If that's the case, tomorrow when I get home,
Oh,
I'm making merch for Jesus, bro.
oh, this is interesting. No, Bibles are not in the public domain. According to this, most Bibles are not and are protected by copyright. I don't know from who. You can tell it's copyrighted by if you look for the the copyright mark.
Oh,
I
like
guess
the
in the
C
first
in the
few
circle?
pages or whatever. Yeah. All right. So probably can't show.
Well,
Imagine.
it's a negative for that one, friend.
Well.
Yeah,
Damn.
no.
As much as I then found like Bible.com, it's giving me the link to. I can
Who
scan-
secured that
Yeah,
domain,
I
bro?
don't know. But
Who
apparently,
owns that?
apparently, you can get a Bible app online or offline use. No ads, no purchases. So they say.
Allegedly.
How
How are they making money?
I
How
don't
does
know.
anybody make money?
Wait, no. Time out. These Bible reading plans and other
See,
stuff. Okay,
in
that's
the
different.
version, like, and that's what they give you.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I don't know that.
Shout out to Jesus.
So answer's still on. There, we don't know.
But somebody's getting paid. Just imagine making your entire fortune off of Jesus. I have the answers. Donate money to me.
$5 a month.
$5 a month.
You
And that adds up when there's
If
millions.
you don't follow us on Instagram, you don't like Jesus. Oh man, we're going to hell, bro.
we're not the ones doing it.
Speaking of going to hell, Diddy. So, Diddy's been arrested and is definitely on suicide watch. Feels a little deja vu for my taste. Definitely in the same prison as Mr. Epstein, where he fell and tripped and was off himself for TikTok because I don't want to get banned. The amount of people that are attached to Diddy is astronomically embarrassing, man. How do you allow somebody like that to exist? Now, this is a big point that I want to bring up is people that you associate with dictates a lot what's going to happen in your life. Have you, again, I don't have to We don't have to get any details from no names or anything like that.
where this went and now where it's going. This is
but have you?
I do relate to that.
Have you guys had any instances to where you stop messing with somebody, and then down the road something astronomically bad, like, oh shit, what he was, what or she was doing, what?
I don't think for me at least, I don't think so. I don't.
Maybe not in the aspect of like messing with, like that was someone I was messing with, but I knew a few different people who like mad cool in high school. Right. Later down the road, like went to jail for raping a bunch of girls and like crazy because like that was one of my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like,
where did this come from?
Yeah, like out of nowhere, and no, I'm just like there were some that dropped off the face. They're in prison because they're trapping girls in the car, and what he would do was he would drive them somewhere, like they would smoke in the car, and then if you're not gonna do this, then you got to walk home, and he would take them like to Sterling Heights,
so he would like drive off the way.
Yeah, and yeah, so like basically they felt like they had no choice, like. What?
Oh my God.
I'm walking by.
One of the things that I hate about the modern day culture, I normally don't like to get into dating and expectations and shit like that, because to me, that's behind me. It's more of like, people that are out there on the field. But if somebody's paying in the date, I don't think that obligates anybody to do anything in return. And that's both ways, Now, with pressures that come from, where do you guys think those pressures come from of like, oh damn, like of almost feeling guilt because you don't do something that's like socially acceptable?
Elaborate a little bit, like
so like perfect example, right? You go on a date with somebody who's paying for the check. Whoever, my opinion is somebody, the person that invited the other person pays.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I'm asked on a date, don't assume. I have no problem, like if I want to do something, I'll pay. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or usually I'll tip because boys kind of suck at tipping. So I'm like, you pay, I'll tip for it. But no, I don't think that just because someone took you on a date and they pay for your food does not mean you're obligated to anything after that. You know what I'm saying? Like after, but some people's mindsets don't work like that. Like especially as men, and I don't want to say it, but it's true. Like they once they put their foot in the door, it's like, okay, well. Like, I just took you out, so what do you think we're doing?
What you gonna do? I got you the McDonald's dollar meal, bro.
Okay. Got you the McFlurry you wanted.
He got you the McFlurry.
The place the machine.
It was up. It was open.
There was something on that. Come on.
I can't even get it.
I'll shake your hand.
Give you a business card. Here you go, bro.
I'll give you my Instagram.
I love the public one, not the private one.
No, that one. Yeah. No, for real.
Give him hope.
Dude, that is absolutely crazy. I don't know why I was so mad this whole week just thinking about Diddy. And not in a Diddy way,
Not in a Diddy way.
No, just because the 1,000 bottles of lube, bro. Or baby
That's
water.
real?
That is fun. Yeah, that was police found that.
Like that's
in his crib?
That's the official, like the legal
so the
document.
little thing I watched was like chopped up, like just kind of basically told you story. I don't know all the details about this. Yeah. And that's crazy. First of all, are you okay?
What are you doing?
Are you clean? I'm thinking like HIV. Like, how is this not popped up? All that.
I don't know how far they went with that, with cleanliness.
I didn't know till this week that he killed Tupac.
I mean,
I didn't know that. You guys knew that?
What?
He killed Tupac. Not directly, but indirectly.
Like, he set him up.
He set the hit.
Yeah. I heard that.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's why that little meme I seen Tupac was in heaven, like laughing at him. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense now. I was like, I don't get it.
It's all coming together.
Ooh, I like chat saying that I knew a classmate that went to jail because they were in a full-on police pursuit. That could happen.
That's a little tough, man.
Wonder for what?
Yeah.
Well, the pursuit.
Where did?
Well, I mean, to why though? Why was it happening?
That's funny enough. Not to bring up negative things, but I mean. It's fresh in my mind. I've been watching a lot of TV drama, like police video in cases like that, because my girl likes that shit. And one of them was there's like a common theme on all of those when like somebody that's really bad gets pulled over. What makes them think that like, I'm pulling off? I'm the one that gets away.
Do you understand how many friends? No, I didn't say all my friends were the smartest people. That would be in a car and we just make up a scenario. Like, oh, bro, we pulled over. I'm running, dog. And I'm like, we're running to where? Like, to sit there and shut the fuck up. We'll be good.
Like, it blows my mind when people like
scared.
they don't think. But again, I guess
because that makes it so much worse. Because you're off rip guilty doing that. You don't even let yourself be guilty.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
there's a chance they can let you go with
there's a
warning.
chance they were just like, okay, you just fix your fucking headlight. And then you know,
like that guilt, I'm sure, gets to their head so bad of like,
and then it just it skips the head, it goes to adrenaline. It's like, phew.
Yeah,
we out. Yeah, no, like it's
till they're hiding in a neighborhood.
Like, where do you think you're gonna run to? Like,
that's the part.
Another server.
Because every time they run, they're always ducking and dodging into people's backyards, running through neighborhoods, and they always end up getting caught. Like,
or they got the world's worst car. They're like in a fucking Ford Escape.
Okay.
Like, dude, you're not getting far with that bitch.
I've been seeing these videos of people like high speed chase, get out of a car, get in another car, like stealing in a whole nother car.
Like it's a whole video.
Because the helicopter's following you, dog. Like,
oh my god, I just saw the footage they came out of Dearborn. This dude, they caught him with a thermal drone. I'm like, so they don't even gotta chase you on foot.
They show this shit on Amazon, bro. Like, it's just not hard. Kids' toys can't come like that. Like,
no.
Right.
He said it was because of a DUI for drinking too much. He got pulled over. But the funny thing, I love this though. No, wait. Funny thing is that he was voted, I guess, in the class like the number one person they thought would go to jail.
Shut the fuck up.
And
he did. Well then, you won that round.
You know, speaking of high school predictions, you guys ever seen? You know who Mexican OT is?
Mm-hmm.
So, shout out to OT. I'm waiting on a response if he wants to come on or not.
I'm trying to go to the concert.
And it's October, right? I was gonna go until I saw the resale tickets. Bro. They all sold out, and they starting to resell them.
Oh yeah, I already knew they were.
I like you, OT, but $100.
Listen, I'm gonna get someone to get them for me if it's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, come on,
we're on to the next shit.
Okay. No facts.
Birthday.
Let me find me a regular.
Like, you know what? I really want to go to this all-T concert.
It's like, say less. Done.
Yeah. What the fuck's I gonna say? Oh, back to high school, like, predictions. I think his prediction was most likely to be successful at rapping. Or like as a rapper, that, and I'm like,
it's good, right?
Like
yeah.
Do you know how far back it goes where he started rapping?
I think he's been rapping since he was like a kid.
He's not. He's still young, yo.
But he's been rapping since he was like, I think 10 or something.
Like young.
Young.
He reminds me. Oh man, what's his name? Before I even say another rapper. What's his name? He wears feathers in his hair and shit sometimes.
Feathers?
He had a girl. Oh, man. He had a girl. That doesn't help at all. I don't know.
That's like...
let me think from that to this. Yeah, sorry. Let me think about it. Come back.
No, he and you know what's one of those, not heartbreaking, but like kind of nice things about him is that he used to do it just because his mom encouraged him. Mm-hmm. Like it was like genuinely not because he wants bitches and hoes and, you know, and money.
Right.
He literally goes like, I just wanted to make my mom happy.
Oh, well, that's a good story. At least he supported
like,
it.
He doesn't. I think his mom passed away too, and I'm like, damn, bro, like that's tough.
So now he's successful now.
He's like, I don't give a fuck about his money. I just care about rapping. I'm like, that's a character. You know, he can do a backflip. That big motherfucker can do a.
You're lying. Is there a video?
Yeah, I mean, we'll say pull it up, but
I can find it.
Yeah, there's video of him doing. He does that at his shows. That's the only reason I want.
So he was just here, not like what, a year ago? Not even. He was just here, and I missed it. Like I'm telling you,
coming back though.
I'm going. When I tell you, when this concert's up, you're gonna see me on Instagram flexing.
Story's gonna be like 100 posts from fucking Mexican OT.
Okay.
I did find it. I ended up finding. Oh, look at the 1.2 million views. Let me pull this up. Let's see. I mean, it's like a somersault of sorts.
I mean, he made it though.
He's sober 200 pounds and he's jumping backwards, bro. That's a backflip.
I give him that. I'll give him
I don't think he physically could do anything bigger than that.
He did the flip, but he landed on his hands and pushed back on his feet. If he would have went,
yeah.
That's tough though, because what if you crack your head on stage and you're through?
Yeah.
Oh wait, now he's at an Arizona County Fair trying to attempt it.
Oh, and it's like lit.
Oh, they all want it. They're all asking for him to do it too.
He's like, "Oh, fucked up."
He always does.
Got it. He's got it. Come on.
Well,
I'm not even there. I want to fucking.
Okay. Oh, I'm going. I'm so lit.
We're doing flips.
She's like prepping himself. Like, all right, I got this.
He's a ton of under the floor.
Ooh, man.
Almost broke his
Almost
feet
clean landing, but he got it. He got it. He got it. Good stuff.
Even if he did it, they would have still cheered for him.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, the chat just asked, wait, was that no way Victorino can do a backflip? No, it's not him. What the hell?
Oh, was that a fat joke?
No.
Oh, man.
Honestly, he's not even that bad. I mean,
No, Victor, yeah, he can do it.
Oh, my God.
Mm.
All right, so this is one of the other things I wanted to talk about. But before we get to this other thing, tell a little bit more about yourself. Because we do have a guest for anybody that's watching. She's not a regular, but she can be a regular if you guys want to. Nah, I'm just kidding.
You're hilarious.
But where did you grow up? Because you say you live in Southwest right now, right?
No. So I just moved. I don't live there now. Now I'm downriver.
Downriver.
So my whole life. So I've been at 14 schools before I graduated. So I basically moved every year, and if not even half a year. You know what I'm saying? We never stayed in one place. Right. Dad hasn't been around since I was 6 years old. Super on drugs, alcoholic, abusive, sexually abusive, and so of him. We're good though. And so my mom got away from him, and then from there she was a single, struggling mom. So I grew up in and out of my grandma's house, in and out Detroit, all everywhere. I went to school in Kentucky, like just everywhere. And then
you went to school in Kentucky?
Yes,
how does Kentucky end up in the show a lot?
Bro,
I swear
that is
Kentucky and our guests seem to be connected the most out of any state around here. It's crazy.
Christ, what's going on in Kentucky?
I don't know.
What was that experience like being in Kentucky?
So I was a kid. I was really young. I actually don't even really remember. In South Carolina, I went to school for like half of my first grade.
South Carolina?
Yeah, that's the last time I see my dad. That's where I think he is now. We left him there. We were there for like a little bit, and never went. We took a Greyhound from South Carolina all the way back to Detroit.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like 6. I was 6. My little sister was 1, and it was just my mom. Well, she took us to a Greyhound all the way back from South Carolina to Detroit. And yeah, that wasn't fun. That was a long trip. That was a long trip. But yeah, so I basically kind of been everywhere. I'm like, I claim Detroit always, but I grew up literally everywhere. 14 schools.
313, bro, the D.
Mm-hmm.
None of us on this table live in Detroit, though.
Nope.
Hey,
not no more, but we still here.
Hey, it's in here. That's where it counts.
It's in the heart.
It's in the heart, man. You know, funny enough, we've had some of guests before that have asked us, so how close do you have to be to the city to really claim the main city? I'm like, that's a goddamn good question. Because you know how many artists be like, yeah, I'm from Detroit, like Victorino. He don't fucking live in Southwest Detroit. He claims Southwest Detroit, though.
Yeah, and honestly, a lot of people claim Southwest that are around the area. Period. Like I know people that claim Southwest that are from freaking Lincoln Park. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it's Southwest of Detroit.
It's adjacent. It's Southwest adjacent.
Right. Soon, not gonna lie, soon they're expanding Southwest, and they're not calling it that no more. They're shutting down a lot of things. I heard that the Southwest name won't be that called. Mexican Town won't be there anymore. Then they're expanding it and considering it a part. Either they're expanding it and taking some of downriver to them, like the ones that are close, or they're just expanding it the opposite way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like the physical
city.
Like
they're literally trying to change it. They're trying to move the people that are there out. They're pushing people out. They're trying to like expand Detroit, I think, but they're not trying to consider it Southwest anymore. Like they're trying to change. You know, so Mexican Town's only a block for real. Like, so leave them alone, bro. Let them have
Mexican Town is literally just Werner, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's support to Illinois.
Yeah.
Just leave it there.
Don't touch it, bro.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, white people stay away.
Let it. No, for real.
No, but I mean, I do want to bring the story up because I saw it earlier, and that's kind of what I just told my God before we started talking. I don't know if you guys have seen this floating around. A GoFundMe for Erica. It's a mother planning her own funeral, which is a little heartbreaking to bring the mood down a little bit. But on a positive note, when I checked on this fundraiser earlier today, when I was aware of it, it was at $300,000. She was only asking for $5,000.
That's crazy.
Cause just for a funeral, right?
Yeah.
So it's essentially, long story short, because it's a long story, and you guys feel free to, I can drop it in the chat. Long story short, she has a terminal illness, and she only has like maybe a couple more months to live. Now, I don't know if she's a single mother.
Oh, so she hasn't passed yet.
No, so okay. She's planning her own wedding.
Or a funeral.
Funeral, yeah, sorry. So essentially, the donations right now are about to hit $1 million. It's at $700,000 right now.
I mean, that's amazing.
Which, I mean, I'm not saying,
it's-
I'm definitely, she deserves every single cent for her and her family for what they're going through. But, I mean, the whole story, and I encourage anybody listening to go read it. And one of the things that really broke my heart was that she's talking about when she was first diagnosed years back to now and having to keep her, essentially raising her kids. But she's been working full time this whole time. And it's like, bro, that should be criminal. If you're dying, like, I get it. We know when we're old, we're all dying. We're not escaping it. But if you're
yeah.
young, like,
Yeah.
let's say our age in this table, right?
Yeah.
It should be criminal that you have to work as you're dying,
Yeah,
where you
that's
should be
fine.
saying goodbye and enjoying time with your.
Yeah.
Like, I would.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I would definitely be like hitting all the things I wanted to do.
True.
Right. But it's crazy because it's like, if it wasn't for this GoFundMe, like, she wouldn't have. She was asking money for her own funeral, so she obviously can't go on trips, can't even enjoy a little bit more memories with her kids.
Yeah, she's just working. But I feel like at the same time, like, she got blessed. Like, she deserves that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's really crazy. It is sad, though, that she's literally planning for it. Could you imagine planning your own funeral? Just getting ready, like,
That made me a little. It gave me a sense of like, man, all these fucking problems I'm complaining about, and that happens a lot throughout the episodes where we get those reminders of
like, stop feeling so sorry for
stop
yourself.
feeling, or stop complaining about little shit that doesn't matter. Like Diddy, like, I don't give two shits what happens to Diddy. Now he should be punished. I do agree
No
with that,
facts.
but it doesn't affect me, nor should anybody's. Unless they're obviously asking for justice, but. Shout out to Erica, and I really wish her that her last 2 months, I hope is more, because sometimes those diagnoses are a little wrong.
Yeah, watch it be.
But she stopped. Yeah, but she stopped taking treatment because they told her like, it's you're in the trail end of that.
No, that sucks. Well, I will give a prayer out for her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, definitely encourage anybody that listens to this, and hopefully you can go ahead and read it. But kind of going back a little bit, to a more of a positive note. So we were talking about earlier about the culture of Twin Peaks and like regulars and stuff like that, and we talked a little bit about Jesus for some reason.
Bible.
What are some of the misconceptions about because I remember I don't know if we said that while we were recording or not, but somebody asked you if you were a stripper, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what are some of the misconceptions you get often? I guess that would be one of them.
It's like you say, like modeling versus strip,
modeling
like
versus,
strip, or
like,
like a stripper kind of lifestyle.
Oh, just
So-
a job in general that you're currently doing.
So at Twin Peaks like that, because we're females, we're literally in lingerie. Like, it's not an every time thing. We have certain dress ups when certain things pop up, like schoolgirl, Halloween, stuff like that. But because people come in, they're getting drunk. It's a restaurant bar. It's not just a bar. You know what I'm saying? It's a family restaurant. It's still considered a family restaurant.
Kids?
I swear, kids
People take
kids
their
eat for
kids
free
in?
all summer. Like,
But who takes their kids?
you
to
would be
places
some
like
bro
that?
hockey teams and baseball. We get
That's.
but look, we don't dress up like that all the time. On our daily uniform, usually it's just jean shorts. We have winter boots and knee-high socks on, and like a crop top, lumberjill looking thing, So it's like, belly shirts and shorts. Like, it's not that deep. Well, it can though. Like, but because people were drinking and then, they just can't handle themselves, and then we're naked like that. Like, there are people who step way out of line, or like, just like, again, like I said, I told someone my name and they're like, oh, is that your stripper name? And I got so offended, and I'm like, do you see poles anywhere? Like, this is a freaking restaurant. Like, like, it's just like, the thought that you even thought that was okay to say to me, because I want to punch you in your fucking face for it.
Like if you were out the bot, you would have gotten punched,
bro. No, for real, no. Yeah.
No,
But also, I've been in the club industry too. I've worked in the clubs. I've been a dancer. I've been a waitress in the clubs, and there is a huge difference, just because I already know. It's an obvious big difference, but definitely, like, the way some of these people act in Twin Peaks when they have too much alcohol is as if they really think that they're allowed to do these things because of how the dudes act at the strip club. Like, they just assume they can do whatever and touch whatever, and you know what I'm saying? And usually they can, just because that's the area. Yeah. But, this isn't the club, and for you just to be like, people don't think that it's offensive. Like, these drunk white dudes always
Right,
oh, yeah, stripper. I'm like, bro. It's happened numerous of times. Like, and I'm just like, I'm gonna walk away now before I lose my job.
No, dude, I would imagine the discrepancy is a lot more men probably acting like a fool Now, do you get women to do that every now and then?
Oh yeah, girls love girls out here. Okay,
Right. 'Cause I know we in 2024.
I've had couples.
It's all free ball.
There's been a few couples that have like I feel like we're swingers, and one's like he would come hang out with us after you get off, we'll drink. And I'm like, no.
What are you picking out? What is this? A selection?
Yeah, they were there for a reason.
Yeah, and I just get all nervous, so my voice is all high pitched, and I was like, oh shit, what do I do?
You try to separate being a worker
Because I'm like nice. I'm like nice and cool. Like I can really converse, you know. And then when they're getting friendly, I'm like, oh, too friendly.
Yeah.
Tone it back.
Yeah, but how do I say this?
Then they hit you
I'm
with
like, oh yeah, maybe I'll take your number, and then I don't even.
give them the store number.
Yeah.
I'll write it down. That's fucking store number.
Yeah, it's all of it.
Be like, does that
Pretty crazy things.
does that include Mexican LT tickets?
Yeah, please, por favor.
So, kind of going back to a little bit of your upbringing, and because we're all obviously come from different places. What's some of the things that you've retained throughout the years? One of the things that I like is music. What is some of the music that people wouldn't really consider that you listen to?
I'm really diverse when it comes to music. Also, like a lot of things. I'm just like I have playlists in my phone. I have a couple of Spanish playlists. I have gospel. I have country, and then I have certain rock. I have my ghetto ratchet bitches, and then and then I literally just it depends on the mood I'm in. And I think music has helped me throughout the years from coming from all the trauma. Everyone has their own trauma, and it gets pretty
the trauma.
okay, and it gets hard. So like over time, it just ends up being weight. So music, I would listen to a song and just cry, but it's not even. I might not even be sad, but I vibe with the song because I feel the song. You know what I'm saying? So music has definitely helped me through a lot of tough times. There's even times like I like to sing, but I never persuade it how I wanted to because I always blocked my blessings out of trauma and stuff. Instead of running for it, I ran away from it. So it's like that. Just the confidence is where it's not there. But that I would have did it because this music just helped a lot. But I just listen to it now. I just run to it. I vibe.
Yeah, no, I was definitely not expecting gospel. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Hey, some of that stuff be making you feel a little different though.
I'm telling you.
When I was in I think it was middle school if I'm not mistaken. I had a teacher that, man, to this day I am looking heaven and earth for, because I would love to like meet him as an adult, because obviously when you're in middle school you don't give a fuck about life, you're mature as shit. If he happens to see this one day, his name was Vincent Garcia, if I'm not mistaken. He literally, how you have moments in your life where you pivot, where you can clearly retroactively look back and be like, oh shit, if that didn't happen, life would have gone in a whole different direction. He's definitely one of them. Because he used to take us, and he actually kind of introduced myself to like the love of music, but performing it, because I play drums, and he used to take us to a youth group. Mind you, this is like now is probably frowned upon bad, like a teacher after school hours is in a van collecting kids to go to a church.
Yeah. No, but you know what? I've had an after school program like that. We went to a church, and
but I remember like that. And I wasn't religious at the time either, but something just gravitated me, just the way he was and the way he kind of talked to us. And I don't even know what I was talking about, but shout out to Vincent Garcia, man. I want to really reconnect with him. Have you had it? Because again, you said you had a couple of changes of school throughout the years. Have you had any pivotal people that you remember that like, damn, if I didn't meet that person, like I would be in a whole different spot? Like could be intended, and it's like, and it doesn't even have to be like a family member, because family, fortunately and unfortunately, they're with you, just fly their phone. Right? So like like a teacher or somebody that might have I mean, if they touch you,
too much.
Pause.
I growing up, I've had certain friends that have stuck mentally. That used to like I had this best friend in second grade, Jashara. We were irreceptible, and I wish I've never seen her after that. You know what I'm saying? That's someone I wish I could see as an adult. Maybe I've already ran into her and didn't even know. You know what I'm saying?
That part right there.
Yeah,
I've ran into people that I went to elementary school with that I've never seen again. And like they're like, and they had a DJ. They're like, you don't remember me? I'm like,
no.
Fuck you are, dude. And it's crazy because it's like, oh damn, like now you're an adult. You're like married. You got kids. Damn, like we were kids. So that's all the last memory I have of you is with kids.
Man, a lot of people that I went to elementary school with, I still see, not gonna lie. And like, yeah, like I still see people I've known since second grade. And it's kind of crazy, but it's just like, cause that's how downriver and like this area is, you know what I'm saying? We're all so close. And again, I went to like a lot of different schools. So I know a lot of different people from over the years. So, you know, everywhere I go, I happen to just see somebody. That's entirely kind of irritating sometimes. Like, I would love to just go sit down. I go to the gym and see 5 people from high school.
Yep, you're like, oh,
they're just like, just let me work out in peace. Just don't even look over me.
Oh man, you ever hate when you're running to somebody?
That's why I go early.
And you're like, don't want to like talk to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure this is never gonna make it to the guy that was panhandling. Well, he wasn't panhandling. He was, you know, like the people that try to approach you with like a clipboard and a fucking bed. Hey, do you have a minute? I'm like, I don't think I was very disrespectful to the guy earlier at Meyer at downtown Detroit. But like, I was just not having a good day, bro. He was like, he started with his speech, and I just literally went like, no. I kept walking, dude, because I was on my lunch break. And again, if he happens by any miracle of earth sees this,
my bad.
My bad, bro. I did tell him on the way out because he tried and he remembered. He was like, "Oh shit, my bad. I already talked." I was like, "No, dude, just try to have a good day, man." You know what I mean? Like I told him, I wished him well.
Yeah.
But shout out to you because I would never be able to do something like that. You know, like
sales, because that's basically sales. Because
you don't know how people are. And it wasn't because I'm fully aware when you interact with people, you don't know what they're going through.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was talking with this with my girl earlier. I absolutely hate people that make themselves the center of the universe. Mm-hmm. I don't care how bad my day is or how fucked up my situation is. I cannot be taking it out on another human.
Right.
That is unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
And there's people that just never learn that. They're like, oh, my problems, oh, me. It's like, no, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares about your problems, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's
so stop it.
Though. Yeah.
But
just do what you did. Just no,
not literally.
I'll do the no.
That's probably the best thing you could have done because I don't feel like you were rude. I think you just stopped him while he was ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I used to do sales, and it was I used to sell Kirby vacuums door to door.
Really?
Yes, I literally could do a whole demo, completely take it apart, and put it back together in 60 seconds. Like we've had competitions. Like
we have one right here.
Yeah, crazy. And man, like that's like an expensive ass vacuum. Like she's like $2,000.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
yes.
you'd be amazed at.
So the commission would be crazy, but I was only 18, and like I just got over it real quick because I got over it because there were so many no's that it was just like it was defeating. At the end of the day, you open the door, it gets slammed in your face. Like it comes with, you have to be good, and I wasn't in my like confident era yet. Because I was only 18, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's my first sales job. Like, so, you know, I wasn't doing bad, but I could have been doing way better, and I needed to do better at that time in my life. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm done. I worked at Salvation Army after that.
That's a change.
Because I did probation there, and they offered me a job.
Oh man,
good times.
No, I think everyone should at least go through the core requirements of being an adult, of at least working in fast food one time, retail, and sales, because you get to really see a good portion of the human sector. And I worked at customer service for 7.5 years, and I'm never in my life ever going to go back to anything facing the public. Hell no.
I know. That's how I feel about Twin Peaks. I'm over the industry of just like clubs and bars. Like I really am. And so I'm like ready to go, and I'm working my way out. And I just feel like everyone's like, why? And I'm like, bro, someone told me I should retire because I'm 27 now. Like, what?
Like from the industry or just period?
From the industry, they're like, 27, either retire. I'm like,
what are you trying to say?
I know, like, wait a minute.
I'm like, what? Because like now they just want, because like you start at the industry with the clubs and bars at 18. You know what I'm saying? Like to work there, you only be 18 to be a dancer. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it don't even make sense. It doesn't. They should be 21 at this point because you're setting young girls up to fail. You know, I did it. I jumped right into it because I had a friend that even influenced me to do so, and then I stayed in and out for like 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, you hit a very good point that I am absolutely not a fan of. If I am not trustworthy of drinking, I shouldn't be allowed to strip or shoot somebody across seas for freedom. That's all I'm saying.
That's very bad.
Or the gun. You know what I mean? Like if
all the things.
Yeah, like bro. Like, and unfortunately, it's a bigger issue that, I mean, it kind of dives a little bit into the is like when certain people are molded around that age where they become a legal age, it's like it's more of a moral question instead of a legal question,
right?
Because you have 18-year-olds turning 18 every day. And you have industries like porn, stripping, or anything in adult, or even gambling. Just fucking, you have hawks, literal hawks. Like, oh, she's 17, but she's gonna turn 18.
No, literally.
Like, bro, what?
They want them younger in there, and which I can understand because I've been in the club and seen a dancer that was like in her 50s. And like there could be some fine 50-year-olds, okay, but it was she definitely was she definitely was just like one of those just like trailer trash old ladies, you know what I'm saying? But she was sweet, she was the sweetest, but like no one would tell her like respectfully like retire. Like really.
Oh, you know what? That just gave me a business idea.
No,
club for old people.
Shut up.
What would you call it?
These strippers over 45, baby.
I call it. Hey, no, I already got the name for the place. Golden Years. Bam!
Boom.
Golden girls.
Well, they can. I mean, they could call them that.
Golden girls. The
golden. This is a place called the Golden Years.
The Golden Years.
That's funny.
So from strip clubs, let's take a little right turn to some specialty treats. That's actually how I discovered just you in general. Was that because I'm a big person, I like food, so Instagram knew exactly what the fuck is going on. I was like, oh, look at this food page. Oh shit, okay. And then I realized, because you can see, like, that's one thing that I absolutely love about Instagram is like the fact that you can network by just seeing who other people network with, right? So like obviously I'm sure it was mutual. You didn't know we existed 3 months ago, and vice versa, right?
Yep.
So, but just from like whatever the magic algorithm is, you see, oh shit, they're followed by such and such. Oh shit, and then vice versa.
Domino effect.
So it's like I feel like I know you, but I don't know you, and it's always weird. Like we even asked you your name before we started, because it's like I know you, but I don't think I do. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's always that weird, like.
No, I get it.
So I forgot what the fuck I was going with that. What was I talking about? Oh, the specialty.
Yes.
So what got you into just making? Because I don't know. Do you call them like decorations, specialty, like catering, or like what would you call it? Like the dishes.
So, originally, like it started for me selling the honey, and then that escalated to edibles, and then I was selling my edibles like through I had people order like bulks of them, and I would also through a company they sold them throughout their store. So then it was just cool, and then from there I was getting bored. So then I was like, I'm just gonna do things that aren't infused, because I would do like catering to events and do like walking tacos would be like the sober dish, and then I would infuse wings and mac and cheese, and then like so you'd have a sober dish and like
quite a trip.
Oh man,
this mac is good, bro.
And it was funny, yeah. But I'd always have that option, but then I was like, you know what? Like I want to get more crafty, like so I started dessert skewers, and it would be like a brownie, a cheesecake, a strawberry, and like sauces, or like cheesecake bites with a bunch of fruit in it in a box. And they have your toppings, and because I wanted it. So then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just start making. Yeah. And then so it was cool, and I still have it going. And then I went and I did my first edible arrangement, and that was cool. And I had some difficulties, and I think it was a learning process because it's not as easy as it looks when I had to hand cut everything, because I was unprepared and I just winged it. But I did pretty good. So once I just started getting more in the there's just so much things I didn't know I needed that would have made things so much easier, So I love learning, figuring it out. So yeah, that's a thing too now. So I just I don't know. I just expanded it from there. And then again, I infuse food. So I could do like dishes, tacos, like whatever you want, like spaghetti, pizza, infused anything.
Did you have like a specific clientele at the first that you knew, like maybe who you wanted to connect with to give this to people? Yeah.
So that's why I went with the infused and ran with that for a while, because it started off with like in my infused honey, and then it went to the treats. Right. It was evolving that. But then once I started doing events, it's like at Oceana's Cafe, in Ypsilanti, I realized I needed a sober option too, because people were like, dang, so like some people can't handle it,
right?
And so I had that option, and then I was making it was very equal money, so I was like, man, I should start doing, because it's not easy to infuse certain things. I'm like, well, why do I have to? Let's make it a regular dessert. Make it a regular, So that's kind of where it went with. I'm like, let me start being creative and stop like scaring myself out of certain things. Just take a jump and do it.
Right. Well, when it comes back up, let us know.
I got you.
I saw a bunch of stuff on that. Like, you know what? Some of it's really good.
I got you guys.
But, you kind of glanced over a little bit about the cafe and your cousin, which she's actually been on the show before. Mm-hmm. One thing she brought up when she was here was Baddies on Business.
Yeah.
And it kind of drifted a little bit into her wanting to start like a show. Were you part of that?
I was.
Now, when is that happening?
So,
if it's a,
I think she's still, because this is something that she's been trying to just get things going. She's been starting talking about me like having her own show and doing all this stuff. And I think it's very possible. I do. We just all gotta make time to sit down together, and because it takes a team, But yeah, honestly, a lot of that started from way before this, from like we were on Free Bodies. Her and Kay had started Free Bodies, and it was an entertainment company, and there was like dancers who are protected, basically, and then from there, like we just kept using the fact that we were like independent women and do what we want, I respectfully, but like without someone telling us we can or to shame us or whatever, and that's just kind of what that. So Baddies on Business. What is still in the works. We're still trying to get it going. I don't want to say too much about it because they're still uninstalled, but definitely keep an eye out.
Yeah, no, like I told her, and I we'll tell you the same thing. If you ever have any questions or anything like that, feel free to just reach out. We're not one of those like, you gotta pay for the secret to the train. Like, what the fuck am I gatekeeping these shit?
Yeah, no, for real.
Because one thing, the older I get, the more I've realized how much just asking people stuff. And I don't mean like for handouts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like just asking in general, you'd be surprised how many times you don't get no. Mm-hmm. Which is crazy. Like some of those people we've had on here, we've just, fuck it. Like they seem cool. Like I would like to talk to them and meet them and, maybe make future connections because you never know where life takes you.
Right.
I feel like half of the success that you get is from who you know. Mm-hmm. Not like to leech on directly, but like, all right, I can help you in this aspect in your circle.
It's like resources.
And it's like a mutual like trade-off.
Yeah.
I do that a lot. I don't smoke weed, and I
was gonna say I do that when I smoke.
I forgot.
Connections, like making connections.
I forgot. I forgot what I was going with.
It's gone.
It's gone. This guy.
Shout out to the deep end.
The deep end.
Oh. What's some of the best piece of advice you've gotten in your life and in modeling?
In life and in modeling? That's a really, I don't even know if I can really answer that, to be honest, because any advice I've gotten, it wasn't said or even sometimes taken in positively or about something that wasn't too, how do I explain, like too deep, that didn't really help me get through. That's something specific. So I think that I've always given myself advice in my life, and this is why I've learned to learn everything the hard way and do everything wrong first.
You're like,
you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have the direction and I really had no one, be like, look, this is what it is, this is what it ain't. And you just gotta do it. So like as specifically advice, I don't think I could give you any. As a model, chin up, shoulders back, keep it pushing. Okay.
Oh my god, when your cousin was on here, I forgot what she was talking about. I just remember at one point I was like, I'm a baddie, man.
Okay.
I'm like, what the fuck was I talking about?
He was in the conversation.
One of the things about modeling that I discovered was Ink magazine, and I've heard of that magazine before. Now, I don't know. I mean, I didn't look too further into it, but you were a contestant to be on it, or were you on it?
No, I was a contestant.
Okay. How does that even work? Is that stuff like you just signed up for?
So, dude, I don't even know if it was real. I never know. Like, so listen,
I knew fake. Who knows?
Because there were so many real people on it, but I don't know if the thing itself was but at the same time I do, like, but it was so janked. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could pay for your votes And so people were jumping up and down. I was a runner up, and then like this right at the last second, because we're watching the countdown. Right. Her number went up 1 and went right above me, and I was sick. And I was like, then it made me think it was fake. I was like, ain't no fucking way, like ain't no way that just happened.
One of the things that absolutely, and it's not to the people that partake in those contests. It's like when people tell you, hey, vote for me in this blank, right? And I've seen that across from artists, models, and just people like applying for
starts
loans.
trending and
right. And you click on their link, whatever they post, and it says free entry. Just put your email. But then it'd be like 1,000 entries, $100,
yeah,
500 entries.
And
like, what the fuck is this? What do you mean? Like that, and for like raffles, I think too, because I'm saying entries, but it's technically votes.
Yeah,
that I'm trying to refer to. And it's like, why is my like odds changing because I'm giving you money?
When I was in it though, they were sending like videos in our emails like with some of the winners that have already been on the magazine are like training us. You know what I'm saying? Like say her live video, so it looked like it was real. Because that was that. I don't know. They could have been sold information, but I really think that it was just
artificial intelligence.
Man, what? I don't know. I'll never know, but whatever. It was cool. Because then I've also interacted like some of the people that were running, like we could look each other up and stuff, and then you meet new people through competitions and whatever. So it's cool.
It's that's one of the beautiful things about I think any industry. If you actually get like locked into that, it's like instead of competing, just connect with other people like in your space, because like if they make it, you can make it and share. Hey, you should probably not do that because I learned the hard way.
And they would even have like parts of the competition would be like, okay, at this day and this time, like so many would be eliminated.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them would disappear, only so many would make it through. And then there's so many and so many. And then at the end, it's like, okay, yeah, you still lost me.
Just like, all right, fine.
Like you then. Whatever, it was cool though.
Are you still modeling now?
I just haven't in a while. I just haven't in a while. I just been working and being a mom. Just real life things, I was contracted with French Qualities, but it was a lot to keep up with doing so many shoots. Like they wanted, us to do like 1 to 2, 3 shoots a month, and it's just a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like especially having this like me figuring out what I'm wearing, what I'm going to run out of ideas and get basic, and I don't ever want to get basic. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's kind of where I kind of stopped. I think the last shoot I did was for Bossy Glam, and it's like a business, a black woman business owned. I went to high school with her, and it's like for like shapewear.
Okay.
So they have locations in the 12 Oaks, I believe.
What shapewear?
Shapewear, like where like snatches your waist and like or lifts up your butt for like for unfair clothes.
Literally like
shapewear.
Yeah. It's like a compression-ish type thing you were gonna wear. Something along those lines.
Just a slim.
It's my male version of my brain.
But I did a shoot for her, like modeling her stuff, and so that was cool too. So I feel like that was my last one. So that was a couple months ago. I've just chilled out. I'm working on things. Things are coming.
Formula. She's plotting. She's plotting.
Yes.
All the public instructions.
All the plots.
It just came back to me that I was one of the points.
Oh, good friend.
Yes. Talking about now that you're now that we're adults, and you were talking about like learning the hard way to cook the specialties. Is that what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's one of the things that you discovered that made your life a lot easier? Just cooking in general, because I find that really appealing now. Like now that I'm getting older and I'm like doing everything on my own and exploring new things, I like get geeked when I find like a tool. Like me and my girlfriend found that. Well, she found it. I'm not gonna take credit for it. Like for pasta, like there's like little clip filters that you can put on any pot, and it just like filters the water in the pasta. I'm like, what the fuck,
bro? Do you know TikTok and like Temu has all these cool hits?
Shut up. Where do they not have it this point?
Bro, but they always have them
sell
cute
houses in Temu.
No,
they do.
Swear to God,
I ain't been on there in a minute. Things I'm looking for a house right now.
Might not survive any.
No, okay. We'll sell some haunted shit.
That'd be like a mini house for your backyard or something. I don't know.
Yeah. No, right. That's what it'll be when you get it. No, but they have a bunch of cute ass little stupid shits that just make sense. Like this, and
it'd be like, oh, you can get it for free. Just give us your email.
Like the chopper. No, right? No, that's a real thing, bro. I got this $62 big ass mirror for free. Like it's real. Like no, in my theater, like she does all this TikTok shit. Like they'll send her stuff and it's like Temu shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of half of her bedroom literally came from TikTok. Like it's crazy. Like literally all the free shit. She's got hella mics, like good shit. The furniture. A whole bed. Come on the
pocket.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dang, like that's what happens when you make videos. I'm gonna start doing that.
We gotta start asking for gadgets.
I might need to. We'll do a little spotlight for.
We'll have a honors review segment. Oh, that's one of the things we were talking about before we started recording. I was like, if you were, or when we get a sponsorship, it's gonna be tough to turn down that bag, man. I ain't gonna lie. The flush is weak. Show me a chick, I might start like saying shit like, "Oh, I like Taco Bell." Like,
guys, promoting them on the low,
I'm like, hey.
Nonchalantly.
Yeah.
What the hell is that one game on the phone?
Raid Shadow
Legends. We love that game, guys. You gotta play it too.
Never played it in my life.
Never. I never touched it. No, couldn't.
Shout out to all the fake games.
Oh man, and my son, do you know? On his iPad, he had like 4,000, not literally because there ain't no space for that, but for like a bunch of games. Like there was like 7 screens of just games. And you know, it's because he downloads it. He plays it for 3 seconds, an ad pops up. It tells him to play it. Then he clicks that one. He plays it for 5 seconds, and it keeps going. So he keeps downloading it.
Doesn't know that.
And
that
then,
trick.
or half of them will. Yeah, there's some games that don't pop up ads like that, but a lot of them do. And so, like, I'm going through. Like, do you play this? Do you play this? I just sat there and deleted one by one all these games, and I made him start over because I'm like, I kept the main ones he plays, like, you know, Sonic games, racing games, Minecraft, bullshit like that. But yeah, I got rid of all that.
Is it like a every week or every month thing? It's like, all right, refresh, get rid of these games.
I just needed it to be cleaned up. I needed him to be able to focus, and he just don't be focusing. He's a 6-year-old boy.
Yeah.
So it's like all this is going on, and he's like looking for, like, it's just, I just helped him out. Let me eliminate all the bullshit for you, friend.
It's like, I knew I had a game here.
Like, come on,
like,
son.
going to 20 pages.
And then I literally went one by one through them, and I'm like, do you play this one? No. Do you want this one? Yeah. Do you want this one? No. Like, he said yes and no. I'm like, okay, hold the fuck.
Like, oh my God.
I know you don't play this or this. I'm clicking it. It's not even a game. Like, I'm like, boy, bye. So you can play with me.
God. No, I mean, I can imagine because I dated a single mom with a 6-year-old too. So I just remember seeing him in the corner. He's like, oh, I downloaded something. Like, help me. Like, oh, I know exactly what you did here.
Yeah. I used to make him have to use I'd have to scan in to allow him to download stuff. But it got hella annoying every 5 seconds. Mom, can I download this? And then I'd be irritated and I'd look at it and it could be the slightest thing I didn't like. I'm like, no. I'm like, no, bro. Because I'm downloading things every 5 minutes. I'm like,
yeah, I think at that point, I think she had to like get, you know, him a kids version, like kids mode or something.
Yeah.
To just like, okay, you gotta.
Yeah.
You're playing the same 3 NFL football games, but you have all these other ones. Like, what are you doing here? It's like, no.
Yes. Yeah, no, I have to put limits to my son when it comes to the iPad, though. Just because I don't want him to be, you know, like his hyper focus isn't to it, and then he won't pay attention to nothing around him. We could talk to him, nothing, you know, and like I don't want him to spend, because a lot of times kids are watching videos of other kids play with toys instead of them playing themselves with, you know.
Oh my, how much money they make?
I know, but okay, my son ain't making money watching them, so you better go play with all the toys I bought for you. Come on now, like. You know, and also I don't want him to have to just be used to being stuck his face in screens. That's why I always get him into sports, like, you know, and to get him active, make friends, and with the neighborhood. Like, I'm always keeping him outside. So he does get his screen time, but not an hour the first hour he wakes up and not the last hour before he goes to sleep.
Yeah,
I
get that. No point.
And he has practice Tuesday through Friday. So he's still active. He watches. And if that's the case, I'll let him watch it while he eats dinner before he goes to bed. Like, you know, I just don't want him on it all day. I need that brain to work and not.
True.
You know,
funny you say that. I was listening to another podcast, you know, just an up and coming one, Joe Rogan, and he had a guy that was talking about child behaviors, and he was talking about his personal experience with his own kids, of like how they suffer from, I don't know if you can say suffer or that's the correct way of saying. Well, they have ADHD, right?
I have ADHD.
Or a form of it.
Yeah.
So that he noticed that their kids, when he removed the iPad for long periods of time, they're actually would behave a lot better than just like off the rip, like most people do. Like, oh, here's an iPad. And again, it varies from kid to kid. So there's some that can handle it. There's some that just, it's like, oh, all of us, you know, there's adults that can't handle life and others that can.
Yeah.
And it's always interesting because, like, I don't have any kids, so I can't speak on it, at least like that. But, well, I mean, there has to be some fears of, like, if you're not watching your kid all the time, like, what's going on in the iPad, right?
No, yeah.
Because, it's crazy because I always hear, again, going back to like those crime videos and like girl likes to watch. It's always like, oh, somebody's getting lured on fucking Roblox.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
Oh,
Roblox,
yeah, my son
bro.
actually
I
is
like
not.
Roblox, you know?
Yeah, I don't let my son on Roblox because first of all, he can read. Not that well, obviously he's 6, but there's just so many. You could look up anything, and that boy, mind will take a little thing and run a long way with it. So when he looks up something, he might not understand how it sounds when he just because he says it in the iPad. He doesn't type it, And I've seen some crazy stuff. So it's like he's so too young for me to teach him. Like, these strippers in this room, like, why are they naked? I'm like, I don't know. You're done with the Roblox. And he keeps asking me all the time to download it back. And I'm like, I wish there was a way to, like, filter all that stuff out. But, like, how do you...
it's almost impossible, really. Yeah.
I just rather my kid be a kid long. Okay? I didn't get to do that. So I just don't want him to... He could stay innocent. Okay?
Yeah.
It's crazy. When I was 6, I was in another country. And my childhood was definitely a lot different than, like, my brother's child. And let alone, whenever I have kids. So, like, the new reality of like I feel like a lot of kids don't have like social skills, which is a little sad, at least to me. And I'm sure it's going to balance itself out eventually, but
it's going to cause people to struggle.
We're going to have to hit a wall for us to like, and even as adults, like especially us too, because when most of us were younger, we didn't have fucking Instagram to scroll through. We weren't looking at no Reels, no TikTok. We don't know what the consequences of that is. Even like the headphones that we're wearing right now. You know what I mean? Like my grandparents wasn't fucking on, I can't ask my grandpa like, hey, so I know you, like, did you get any hearing loss from wearing the fucking AirPod for the 40 years? We can't ask those questions. Yeah. We're going to find out the hard way. I'm already getting ringing bus because I used to play a lot of drums. That's why I don't play a lot more. Because I didn't wear no ear protection. I'm young. I'm indestructible, bro.
I was going to say, did you not wear the earplugs?
Oh, my God.
Well, suffered
so bad.
Oh, silly. Set yourself up for that one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Literally and metaphorically.
I played the alto saxophone in middle school.
Did you really?
I did.
Shut the front door. That's fucking hilarious. You should pick it up again.
I thought about it. I'm not gonna lie. And then also from the way I had my hands on the keys this way, when I turned them this way, I could play keyboard. Same way. It was. I don't know how I figured that out, but I was just like, whenever I'm doing this, I just did it like this, and it worked. And I was like, wow. I don't think I can read music anymore. Though I'll have to reteach myself.
Oh man, I love how they try to teach me how to read music too when I was in middle school. I remember none of that shit.
Yeah, I was saying it's through. I still have
winging it there
from middle school, but me reading it, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to get some classes.
That's
some
one of those.
YouTube it out.
YouTube University is a bad mouth.
Okay,
you can learn how to do anything on YouTube.
No, literally.
Even rub a bank.
I don't down it. I'm not gonna. I don't.
Oh my God!
Nobody heard that.
We were just talking about. I don't know. We were talking that on air when we said that. We're talking about people that really think that they get pulled over, but they're guilty as fuck. Mm-hmm. And it's like, but like the minute that you start running as a criminal, it's like, well, now you're guilty.
Yeah.
Like you could have gotten away with a warning before, but guess what, buddy? Now you're going to jail.
Man, but actually people run off of a warrant, then they get caught and they're watch out. He's like, I have a warrant. They're like, is this $500 warrant is what you ran for?
No, on top of that is like, oh, we didn't know that.
We weren't even going to ask. You ran before we walked up to you. Like,
you didn't know, but you had the conscience of mind to like, I got to not get caught here. Like, what do you mean?
You know what's even better when I see people taking a sobriety test? I'm good. I'm like,
I've seen people
I'm great. I'm like, what? Bro, you can't talk. You're not standing straight. What do you mean I'm about to pass this shit?
I've seen so many funny videos on YouTube, or not even YouTube, like TikTok and like anything that's whatever, and it'd be drunk dudes, like, and he's like hilarious. He's like talking shit to him, but like really just because he's like rocks in the head, like it's just slow.
Just trying
like,
and
dude. He's like things are his friends. Like he's like how. Then the cops are laughing at him, like how serious can he really be? Because he's convinced that he's being so innocent. About it. Like it's like just rolling or something. I don't know what he was on.
Oh man,
he was having a great time.
Yeah, I bet he was until last moment.
We have a comment from, I think I missed it a while back, but I just opened TikTok. Natalie Rivera commented, It sounds like a place for younger guys with mommy issues. It's probably talking about Twin Peaks. I'm like, what is she referring to?
I know.
Like people running from the law have mommy issues.
It'd be older people more in there than younger people. A lot of our regulars are like 30 up. Like, the young guys.
Do they have families?
Yeah. But, yeah.
What?
You're finding a lot. You're finding out a lot about Twin Peaks today, aren't you?
I have I know people that'll go stop there, drink 2 beers. They're there like once a week. Stop there, like drink their 2 beers, and then go home. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And to go back to his wife and his kids. Like, he ain't doing nothing wrong. He's sitting in a bar having 2 beers. Like, we just know.
But then there's people that go to like the strip clubs. You know?
Yeah, that's a whole different story.
I feel like that's another level.
At the strip club, you were up to no good, and I can tell you that right now.
Damn, you hear that? Everybody that goes to strip clubs. Count your days, motherfuckers.
Don't be letting y'all husbands go up there alone, y'all.
Yeah. He turned that location up. You know where he's at, honey. Don't play with him. His phone don't die.
We can just
got a charger in the car. Tell him to stop capping.
He turned that shit off in the car.
He turned that shit off, bro.
We are too good. We just know people too well. We know exactly.
Yeah, they're out there cheating. I'm a dude. No.
No shit.
I can speak for all men out there. They're trash.
There are 3 places they could be at right now: sporting event, strip club, or I don't know, name ones. It could be maybe that too.
You know what makes a good man? A good woman. I'll wait for the air holes.
Snaps and claps.
Poetry snap.
Oh yeah, you gotta do that.
But yeah, I forgot I was gonna ask.
Of course,
damn it.
You're forgetful.
I forget all the fucking time.
I'm the highway.
I
thought that was gonna be me, so I'm so glad it's you.
It happens quite often on
Came
this
in
podcast.
here.
Change of pace. Now we have a host again. Question time.
Yeah, question.
Oh man.
No, but I was gonna ask if when it comes to your entrepreneurship, being a mother, and then also a model, are there like things that intertwine between the 3 that maybe helps with one or the other in some way possible?
And
kind of like in terms of like learning life lessons, or maybe kind of like connections, or
well, yeah, of course,
like
that always, because I do so many different things in so many different areas. Like I see, so there's so many different people I'm around and how they move and how they are. And I've also learned a lot of things from the people I'm around. I've seen, even when it comes to parenting, you know what I'm saying? I've seen some things and like, wow, like I never thought of it that way. And like, maybe I'm going to do that different now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But even as a person, as a woman working in and out of like even the nightclubs downtown, and like being a bartender and then being able to drink while working is also not always been a good thing for me, Right. So as I leaned out of it. So those are certain things that I learned too, because I had to learn on the hard way with some of those as well. I was in an accident really bad a couple years ago. So it's like, I had to learn the hard way, and God was like, get your shit together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So definitely through all of them, I've learned a lot of things. I've came in and out of them. I've gotten over it. I went back, and now I'm like, I'm going forward now. So yeah. But yeah, no, I definitely learned a lot of things. They got me through. But I always had to learn the hard way. I had to go hit rock bottom every time. But when I did, I got back up. So takes a minute.
I imagine getting a text from gut. You can get your shit together or what?
Yeah, no, literally.
It's like, you good today?
You good?
Literally, it's like, all right, bitch, I gave you a week to feel sorry for yourself. Get up.
I mean,
it's time.
I'll let you live on the accident. Get the fuck up.
Smoke you a blunt. Get your shit together.
Oh, that's crazy. Going back to a little bit on the field of work, and this is kind of like throughout your whole career up to today. What's the biggest tip you've ever gotten? If you feel comfortable answering.
Sometimes people. So, I guess. Man, I kind of separate the two at Twin Peaks. The biggest tip I've ever gotten was $900.
All right. I mean that alone. Like 900. Come on now.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. It was like a really good night. It was a fight night. Like it was. A lot came with that.
I thought like somebody like got fight.
No,
like a UFC fight.
Yeah.
Not on the floors of Twin Peaks. No.
So yeah, and it's not really like that no more. It's the business is just slow, especially the location I'm at. So it's just like that's just how it is. Yeah, fuck. But at the club, I've had someone put $1,200 in hundreds on me while I was on stage.
$1,200.
Yeah, and and it's crazy because I wasn't even a dancer. I went there as a customer, and there was this dad, and I knew everybody there, and they got me drunk. And they're like, "Go up there, fuck it, ain't nobody here." And I did in leggings and a tank top, and literally, the customer who paid me to do it is the one who gave me that money, and them girls hated the fuck out of me. And then I started working there shortly after.
I know you made enemies.
And then, but then even after that, I was like, I was a short term. After that, so around the time I got in the accident, like working there a little bit. But yeah, nope, that was a great time. Them hoes hated me for a minute. I would too if I'm at work and it's slow, and then this little girl comes in here and does power box. Like while they're over here doing the thing and downstairs and shit, like no,
like good Britney shit to come out. Oh, what the fuck?
No, literally.
Who told her to get out
Not
there?
the leggings.
That could have been me.
No, after that they were the owners were like, so you trying to work here? Like, what's up? Like,
No, I mean, I don't want to.
I actually started as a waitress though. Then I danced on the days I didn't waitress.
No, nice.
Made my own schedule.
Regulars that come in. I could have sworn I seen you somewhere.
Nope, not today.
Oh, damn it! I forgot again.
There. Jesus.
Oh, anyways, it's probably the weed and the fact that I had a very stressful week at work.
Of course.
I think I'm gonna throw a gummy when I get home. I do like edibles. Yeah.
See, I've had some good and bad times, I guess.
Oh man, I've said it on here before. My first time I had edibles, I had 550 milligrams.
Yeah, it was a total
Yeah,
accident.
that
He did not. That was not intentional at
They had
all.
to pump your stomach? The fuck is
No,
wrong with
I'm
you?
sure it pumped itself because the little bits and pieces I remember of physically being conscious because it was that bad was me throwing up.
So yeah, but the trip was still gonna be there.
Oh, 100% for him. Yeah.
Talk about, I was hallucinating.
Yeah, you were. Yeah,
was-
I could not imagine, bro. I did a cookie one time. It was green. It was this Oreo size.
Yeah.
Right.
My mom used to work at a dispensary. I was in high school. I ate it. I ate half of it. I gave some other half to my friend. I'm sitting there. I'm getting cold. I'm getting hot. I'm like, I don't know if I can lay it on or sit up. I'm like, fuck, I don't feel good. I got the spins. Like I was drunk. Like holy spins. The room was spinning. I had to put my head in a fucking toilet. I told her, I was like, come sit in the bathroom with me while I get in the shower. I have to sit in the bottom of a cold shower. Say, okay. I fucking ran in the bathroom. I locked the door on her. Don't even let her in. And then I sit in the bottom of that bitch until my spins went away. Not gonna lie. You know? I had to psych myself out of it. So
It was so bad. I started eating edibles on the way home from work. Right. So
why are you eating it like candy? Like
I was eating it like candy. I mean, I knew I was supposed to be careful, but I'm like, I only ate half the bag.
That's
of the
crazy.
shit that I had.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, like multiple shit.
He had the munchies already. That's his problem. He was hungry.
The first thing he saw, I gotta do it.
And then halfway me through eating the whole bag, I was like, I should probably stop.
Maybe. Probably shot.
And
Probably.
I forgot about it. And I just went out throughout my day. It was like 9 p.m. I think it was like 9 p.m. And and like a switch. It's like somebody flipped a switch. You know, you're sober. And then
Yeah.
like no, it's like
Smacks
creeping
you in the
on.
face.
Yeah.
It's no creeping or anything. I'm like,
That's
oh, I am not in this dimension no more, bro. I'm like, I'm moving my body, but I'm not. It's like extremely drunk but sober.
Mhm.
It's crazy. And yeah, I snapped in and out of consciousness multiple times. I tried to go sleep it off. Thought I died. You know, it was bad. Like I've never experienced anything in life where I'm conscious, but like time freezes.
You're like in a void or something. I don't
No,
know.
like I was like I went to bed. I lay down, looked across the room, and it's like immediately like time froze. I'm like, oh, like I literally died. Like that was literally a rational thought. Like, oh, this is what it feels to die. I was like, I just died in my sleep.
I just thought it might sleep. That's sad.
So
Can
crazy.
you imagine what he was really thinking? Like, oh my
God.
He's just like, I'm dead.
Dude, but I wasn't like moving or saying it.
Yeah,
I was
you were
just like,
thinking it.
that's how almost paralyzed I was. Like I remember that vividly of me laying down and then looking across the room and then it just freezes. Like somebody paused, like life. Like, you know, the movie Click?
Yep.
Literally, when he pauses, that's what I saw. Like I was moving, not like physically, but like, it's like I like ejected out of my body. It was weird. I'm glad I didn't die. Because I also suffer from asthma, you know, so like,
Yeah.
I remember having a really, really rough chest pain the next 2 days. I was high till like the next day and like at the end of the day.
But you probably really at that point you probably could sleep it off though.
And
Like when he came down from
Oh, man, it was.
when he came back from Jupiter.
literally, you know. And I remember I went to bed upstairs and I woke up on the couch downstairs. And I was looking at like the Ring camera surveillance. I was like going in and out the house. I was like, what the
She was.
You didn't remember at all?
No. It's been what a fucking trip.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no. But I want to do it again though. Low key, want to do it again.
300 maybe. I don't know about 550, or you want to go all the way?
Fucking, it should be 25. Should be the I think 25 is the recommended.
Let's
it's at 300.
No, I'm saying because you say you want to do it again. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about?
Especially if you haven't done it in a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
just jump.
Right.
No,
Just
don't
jump to 100 milligrams.
Cannonball into that shit.
No, please
Hell
don't.
no. I did a gummy at work one time at one of my old jobs, and I forgot because one of the girls gave it to me.
Oh shit!
And I was walking around, and I was like, why? I feel like I'm so tired. I feel high right now. Like, this is crazy. Like, I was like, and I literally genuinely was so confused. I'm like, why am I high right now? Yeah. But I felt like just weed high. You know, my eyes were just heavy, right. And I was just like, why am I feeling good all of a sudden?
You're like, it's a nice
and then it goes by, and I'm like, my face is all warm, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'm talking to the girl that gave it to me. I'm like, I just feel high. It's weird. And then as soon as I said the word high out loud, I instantly was like, bitch, you took an edible.
Yeah.
And I don't like body highs for real. But then that body part started kicking in. I started getting hot and I'm like, don't forget, like, we're about to close. You just cash out these last tables. I'll be calm because your manager's staring at you like, what's wrong? Like, so my cheeks were really red all of a sudden. Yeah. And I was like, fuck.
I'm just nervous to be here.
I'm like, yeah, I'm tired. I'm trying to go home. My eyes just look glossy as fuck out of nowhere. I just like glowed.
I'm just tired.
Someone's like, you smoked? I was like, hell no. I ate an edible. I forgot. I'm looking.
What's some of the future collaborations that you want to do down the road, whether it's like a magazine or like a little milestone that you have that you want to achieve?
That's a good question. I don't think I've actually ever thought about it, not gonna lie, because I have so many things that I want to align myself with and get myself to do anyway. There's like, you know, things that I've always wanted to do that I want to do when it comes to my shoots and some videos I want to do that I don't really, I'm trying to figure out me first before I can even have something to, you know, meet up with someone else with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really right now, like, so stuck in like trying to build that. I don't know. Like, I don't have a future plan for it yet. So I couldn't tell you.
But coming soon.
I will. I'll get it together.
No, and then, you know, I salute you, and again, I appreciate you coming with, you know, on today, because a lot of people, you know, it's again being also that you said, I don't think you said it before you said it before we started. It's your first time on a podcast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that
many to come, I'm sure.
I know.
But it was fun too. I'm glad I came.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, there's a funny enough, one of the reasons because this is an idea that me and him toyed about a long time. Mm-hmm. But I was on somebody else's show that's no longer, you know, fortunately going. But that little itch of like just being on, I was like,
well, I like this.
You like being the guest. Yeah.
And I was a guest, right? And I'm like, all right.
I like that.
I got to experience something new. Check that out. So I do, you know, and whenever you guys start, you know, or if it's a solo or, you know, a duo, that is going to be pretty good.
Yes.
Good things coming down.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, other than that, Mario, did you want to add some stuff to it?
I'm gonna say, because you were talking about your cousin. Do you know of anything happening in the future at her little establishment that we can be prepared, be ready for?
Let me see. She's got tons of events all the time.
She got a couple open mics and stuff coming up too.
Yeah,
she's been there's been some stuff going on over there. I'm like, okay, I like it.
Honestly, if you follow, I think it's at the deep end, but not the abbreviated. So TDEES on Instagram, and she posts all that stuff. She'll have all her flyers or everything. I know she has a lot coming up in October.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be banging.
Nice.
No, but again, I definitely like to appreciate the visit you gave us today.
Yeah, no, I had fun. I'm glad I came, guys. Thanks for having me.
And of course, I'm sure it won't be the last time.
No, I'm down to come again.
Hey.
For sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, everybody stay away from Diddy. And
yes.
Well, we got to know.
That guy is through.
I was going to plug in Twin Peaks for some reason. I was like, go to your local establishment. Make sure you tip people well. But just don't be a shitty person. Don't be that dude that we talked about earlier.
Weirdo.
Yeah, don't be a weirdo.
Nope, don't do that.
Keep the weird shit at Hooters, okay? Don't fucking bring that fucking ghetto ass fucking behavior to Twin Peaks. We
Nice.
better not here.
That works out. And where can we find you?
Not literally.
On Instagram and all.
I lied.
So the socials.
Just
on Instagram, it's at _honey_ray RAE. And that's actually my name on everything. So any platform, you can find me on that.
even on True Social.
Okay.
The Temu profile. I don't know.
No, right.
Find her on TikTok.
Shout out
story.
Temu.
Temu and the cheap ass chargers.
I would never get a charger from there.
Oh, I got one from there.
Now you're buying the wrong thing.
What's worse, that or the gas station chargers?
They're probably the same thing, though.
They might be. Hey, maybe they're the Temu purchases. You never know.
It was,
Hey,
that was
I
T-Mobile.
don't know. I mean,
It was
very well
those
be.
gas station chargers were T-Mobile before T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Can't even do it.
No.
stay away from Diddy, fellas.